A small dog was tragically run over by a carriage and killed, but a man claimed he could bring it back to life. He asked the surrounding people to turn around, while he chanted mysterious incantations. Incredibly, the lifeless dog actually stood up again. Witnessing this, everyone was stunned, unable to believe what they were seeing. The man casually said it was just a little trick. Even more shocking, he claimed he had the ability to resurrect the dead, that he could even summon the past loved ones of everyone in town. His words instantly ignited the emotions of the crowd. Everyone grew excited, begging him to bring their deceased family members back to life. The man promised that at midnight that evening, all the souls of the dead would rise again. As night fell, villagers who had lost loved ones gathered in the tavern. Someone spotted the man whispering to himself in the graveyard. Shortly after, the mysterious man walked into the tavern, ordered a drink, and told everyone he had already met with all the dead. In 5 minutes, they would be resurrected and arrive at the tavern. The man glanced at a picture hanging on the wall. The bartender explained it was his older brother, who had died in an accident last March. The man casually described the man in the photo, said he was the bartender's brother, a limping fat man. Amazingly, everything he said was spot on. The man confidently declared that the bartender's brother was the last one buried in town, and would therefore be the first to arrive. He was already on his way. Everyone rushed to the door to look, and sure enough, they saw a limping fat man walking toward the tavern. Although the figure was still blurry, everyone believed it was the bartender's brother. Just then, the bartender suddenly looked nervous. He admitted that his brother had been a thief during his lifetime and caused him a lot of trouble. He begged the man to send his brother back to the grave, offering to pay $500. The man hesitated and insisted on $1000. After some bargaining, they settled on $750. As soon as the money was paid, the fat man outside the door vanished instantly. Back inside, the man pushed the blame onto the bartender, saying it was his decision, not a failure of the man's abilities. Next, it was the farmer's turn. The man predicted the farmer's wife would appear soon. The farmer's face changed drastically. He revealed that his wife had abused him when she was alive, and he didn't want her to come back. The man boldly asked for $500. The farmer had no choice but to hand over the money. At this point, the sheriff stepped forward to scold the farmer and the bartender, accusing them of being heartless. But the man turned the tables on the sheriff, exposing that before the sheriff's duel with the gunslinger Lightning Peterson, he had secretly shot and killed him the night before. The man warned that Lightning Peterson would arrive soon and might want to finish their duel. The sheriff panicked, first offering $500. The man said that was too little and demanded $200. In the end, the sheriff had no choice but to leave his entire wallet. One by one, the villagers no longer wished to have their departed loved ones return, and all paid the man to stop the resurrection. The man asked them to line up and register the names of the deceased. He easily made a fortune. Then, the man drove his carriage to the outskirts graveyard. He called out to the small dog in the distance and rewarded it with a big bone, praising its superb performance in playing dead. At that moment, the man who had pretended to be the bartender's brother ran out from behind the carriage. The two discussed their plan to head to the next town to continue their con. However, after they left, something eerie happened at the graveyard. The dead in town actually began to crawl out of their graves. They decided to return home, to confront the family members who didn't want them to come back. Sometimes, emotions cannot withstand trials. Once you choose to test them, those feelings may vanish completely.